If you are someone who's looking to have a townhouse property in Dubai to live with your family, then this video is for you. You might be someone who is looking to have the perfect house that provides the maximum value in terms of practical living as well as for the investment returns which comes through price appreciation. So in this video, I'm going to explain about a particular product that is there in the Dubai real estate market which you should consider to buy. And let me tell you, this product you will never regret owning it. So most likely you'll be having a family of 4 or up to 6 in case you're having your parents as well living with you. So generally the 4-bed corner townhouse would suit that kind of a family. And if we see what's the average built up area for the 4-bed townhouse, it is close to 2500 square foot. So in this video, we are gonna deep dive into the floor plan of the 4-bed townhouse and see whether this much area, like around 2500 square foot, is good enough for a family of 4 to up to 6. So I'm going to open the layout of a recently launched townhouse cluster by Emaar in their Valley community, the phase 2 that they recently launched. And this one is in Venera, as you can see here. So this is one of their 3-bed townhouses, and I'm going to show you what the floor plan constitutes. So if you look at the screen here, this is one of their 3-bed townhouses. It's a total of 2,452 square foot of built-up area with a suite area of around 1,983 square foot. This unit is a 3-bed townhouse, middle unit in the 4-plex. So here you can see that you have your 2-car parking spaces and you have your entry on the right. So it's a middle unit, so it is attached to 2 more units on both the sides. So if you enter from here, you have your entry foyer which opens up to the living room and the dining room together, and then you have your closed kitchen, then you have your maid's room with the maid's bathroom as well as the laundry room attached to it, as well as you have your powder room for your guests. And then you go upstairs and you have your 3 bedrooms there, out of which you can see that ensuite is only in the master bedroom, which is having its walk-in wardrobe as well, whereas the other 2 bedrooms are having 1 common bathroom and there is 1 balcony. So this is your typical 3-bed townhouse layout, and this was in Venera, which was recently launched by Emaar. And if we move to the 4-bed townhouse, because I had mentioned that if you are looking for a family of 4 to 6 members and you have guests coming in and out frequently, so a 4-bed townhouse would be ideal one. So if you look at the 4-bed townhouse, so these are the corner units in the 4-plex, and this is, as you can see, the corner plot. So there's only 1 unit adjacent to it, and on one side you have an open plot area. So this unit has 4 beds, so one of the bedroom is on the ground floor, which is a very good thing, but it doesn't have an ensuite bathroom here. So the bathroom is outside, and you have your entry foyer which passes through the kitchen. It's a closed kitchen, and then you have your living room as well as the dining room together, and you have your maid's room in the front. And if you go up this staircase, you have your other 3 bedrooms. The good thing is that all 3 bedrooms on the first floor are ensuite, so they have ensuite bathrooms, and your master bedroom has a balcony as well as a very large walk-in wardrobe. So this is your typical 4-bed layout. So if you like this kind of content in which we deep dive into the floor plans and compare different products with each other, then please subscribe to my channel. On my channel, I keep making videos where I compare different products in the Dubai real estate market and we get into the nitty-gritties. So now I'm going to open the layout of a recently launched semi-detached villa by the same developer, Emaar, in the same community, which is your Valley Phase 2, and this is called AVENA. So in this new phase which has been launched, AVENA, you can get a 4-bed semi-detached villa. So let me open the layout of that and we can compare how it ranks up to the 4-bed corner townhouse, which is in a 4-plex, as compared to what AVENA has to offer, which is a semi-detached villa. So it's a 2-plex. So now if you look at the layout of the 4-bed semi-detached villa, so you have your 2-car parking space, and then you have a space where you can enter into the property. Upon entrance, you have a double height entry foyer, and then you have a huge area for your living as well as dining, which is giving you natural light access from both the windows on both sides. And the kitchen is on the back side, which is semi-closed. Just next to the kitchen, there is a corridor which leads to a section for the laundry, as well as a small room which is a maid's room or a linen room, and attached to it is a small bathroom for the maids. And then you have a storage space which is below the staircase, and then you have one guest bedroom which has ensuite bathroom, as well as there is a powder room for the guests. So upon entering the first floor, you have a corridor which leads to all the other 3 bedrooms, and all the 3 bedrooms have ensuite bathrooms, and the master has a huge master bathroom which has a bathtub provided by the developer. And then you have an open space which opens to the ground floor. As I said, it's a double height entry foyer, and you have a balcony which is facing at the back side, which is for 2 of the bedrooms, including the master bedroom. And it's a G+2 unit, so you go 1 floor more, which opens up to another family lounge area, having an ensuite bathroom. So this room can actually be used as another bedroom, and it opens up to the roof terrace. So you can see that, of course, from the very first look, this 4-bed unit is offering more space, more value as compared to the 4-bed corner townhouse in Venera. So let us go more into details and let's compare both these units against each other, and let me also put the pricing element as well, so that you know which is offering more value in terms of the price as well. So before starting, let me tell you one thing. We are comparing here apples to apples. Both these property types are by the same developer, in the same community, in the same location, offering same amenities, just that they are different property types. So here on the screen, you can have a look. This is the master plan of the Valley Phase 2, and your Venera, which is your townhouse cluster, is situated here. And the newly launched cluster, AVENA, which is your semi-detached villas, is placed here in the master plan. So, of course, the Valley Phase 2, I'm not gonna touch a lot about the amenities, but here on the screen you can see that this new phase offers extensive amenities to the residents, including a 250,000 square meter park, one of the largest in Dubai. So this is the comparison between the 2 units. Let's go step by step. So firstly, you have Venera, the 4-bed corner unit in 4-plex, and on the other side you have AVENA, which is a 4-bedroom plus 1 bedroom, which I regard the one on the 2nd floor, and this unit is in a 2-plex, so it's twin or a semi-detached unit. So in Venera you have G+1, whereas in AVENA you have G+2. Let's speak about the built-up area. So the unit that I'm comparing, these are real units, and these are the exact sizes. So the built-up area here in Venera's 4-bed corner townhouse is a total of 2,719, whereas in AVENA it's about 3,685. So it's the approximate difference of the 800 square foot. I've also broken it down. So if we talk about the suite area, the internal area, in the Venera you get 2,284, whereas in AVENA you get 2,846. So the garage area is also a little bit bigger in the 4-bed unit in AVENA, and the balcony and terrace area is also much bigger in AVENA because AVENA is G+2, so on the second floor you have a huge rooftop terrace. Talking about the plot, the units that I have compared, the plot size is approximately the same here. So the price for the 4-bed townhouse corner unit in Venera is approximately 3.39 million, whereas the 4-bed unit, the semi-detached villa in AVENA, is 4.35 million. So there is a gap of almost 1 million dirhams. So the price per square foot upon built-up area for the 4-bed corner townhouse in Venera is 1250, while the same for AVENA is 1183. So let's talk about the features, the advantages I feel are there which are providing more value to the property in the 4-bed unit in the AVENA cluster. So let us look one by one. So if we talk about the ensuite bathrooms, so the 4-bed corner townhouse, only the 3 bedrooms on the first floor have ensuite bathrooms, but the guest bedroom on the ground floor doesn't have an ensuite bathroom. Where in the 4-bed unit in AVENA, all the bedrooms are having ensuite bathrooms. Next, as I said, there is an additional family room in the AVENA. So this lounge area with the terrace also has an ensuite bathroom, and that can be used as a 5th bedroom or a games room or like a mini home theater or a mini gym. Then, of course, you have the rooftop terrace, which is an additional aspect in AVENA. So you got almost a 250 square foot rooftop terrace, and you can design it as a rooftop garden as well. Talking about double height ceiling, so in the 4-bed corner townhouse, you never get any double height ceiling, but in the 4-bed semi-detached villa, you have at the entrance you have the entry foyer, which is having a double height ceiling. This gives like a more grand appeal to your property. If you have someone coming first time that they enter the property, you have a double height ceiling, so it looks much bigger and grander. Next is your master bathroom. So there's a big difference in the size of the master bathroom in AVENA. It's almost 128 square foot. This is because it is having a space for the bathtub. Then talking about the living and dining area, now this is a very important space. I feel in the property, the maximum amount of time is spent in the living area and the dining area. So if you see the exact size, in the 4-bed corner townhouse, you get a 353 square foot, whereas in the 4-bed semi-detached villa, you get a 552 square foot of living area and dining area space. And if you see the layout, there's an option that you can make a separate formal and a casual living area. And as I said, that it is having windows on 2 sides, which gives ample natural light inside your property. Then talking about the kitchen is a little bigger in the 4-bed semi-detached villa, about 30 square foot more. And in this property that Emaar has launched, they are offering fully fitted kitchens end to end, as well as they are giving marble slabs to give it a more premium feel. Moreover, you see that the kitchen is placed on the back, attaching to the backyard, which gives much more natural light access to the kitchen, because some people complain that if they have a closed kitchen with no windows, it's too dark inside. Another important aspect is the storage room. So storage room is something which a lot of developers ignore, but I feel for a family of 4 to 6, you gather a lot of stuff and you need some space, a separate space to keep all those bags and your stuff into a storage room. So in AVENA's 4-bed unit, you are getting a separate storage room, a dedicated storage room which is inside your property. And then talking about the provision for the pool. So of course these units don't come with a pool, but you are open to make one in your property and do all the landscaping around it. As you can see here, the renders, how it might look if you make your own pool in the property. So here in AVENA, the way they have designed the plots, they have kept a 5.5 meter setback, which will provide optimum usage of the space so that you can make a much longer pool, and that, in my opinion, will be great if you want to actually swim in your swimming pool. So these all are the advantages of buying a larger unit that gives you the feeling of living in a villa, providing much more space and grandness in certain sections of the property. Moreover, if you even look from the outside, these units, the 4-bed semi-detached villas, look much more polished and posh than your regular 4-plex townhouses. Since you will buy a property now in, let's say, a new launch, and that property will be delivered in the next 4 to 5 years, and further you will keep that property and live in that property for the next almost 10 to 15 years before you can start thinking to change your home. It is important to have a far-sightedness in the future on how your life will be down the lane. What will be your requirements for your family living? Maybe you might have a bigger family at that time, or where you will need much more bigger space in certain sections of the property. Let's say the living room or the storage room, or maybe you need an additional room. Maybe your parents have moved in with you. What I have seen is that people buy the property as per their current requirements, what are their current needs. But those requirements and needs change over a period of time. Those current requirements of the property might not be a fit for them in the future life situation. So a lot of buyers who buy the townhouses in the way, for a couple of years they are quite satisfied, but later down the lane, after a few years, they are not that satisfied with the size they are having for living, and they always desire to have much more bigger space. But then at that time, that old task of selling their current property, finding a new one, and then moving all your stuff into the new property seems like a huge, massive task. Now, what will be the extra cost, let's say, if you want to upgrade from the 4-bed townhouse to the 4-bed semi-detached villa? As I had explained before, the two properties that we compared, there was a difference of about 1 million dirhams. But do note that extra 1 million dirhams has to be paid in a span of 5 years, or you can say 4 to 5 years. So that difference of 1 million, you will be paying approximately about 200 to 250,000 dirhams every year. But think again, by just putting around 200 to 250k dirhams every year for the next 4 to 5 years, you get that massive advantage to move into a bigger 4-bed semi-detached villa, which will provide you all those extra perks and facilities and space which I had explained before. So this aspect was regarding your practical usage of the property, your day-to-day living. But what about the investment returns? And let me speak further here and compare a similar society by the same developer, Emaar. So the community that I'm going to compare, the value is Arabian Ranches 3. So here you can see in Arabian Ranches 3, Emaar had launched two different property types, two different clusters. One of them was Ruba and the other is June. So Ruba are your townhouses, your 3 and 4 bed townhouses, and June are your semi-detached villas. So I want to speak about what kind of appreciation these properties have achieved in the recent years. So here on the screen you can see the actual recent transaction on dxbinteract.com. So you see that the Ruba 4-bed townhouse, which is having a built-up area of around 2475 square foot, is resold for 3.75 million, and about 3 months before, in 2021, it was bought for 2.36 million from Emaar. So that's an appreciation of about 60%. So approximately the investor has made 20% appreciation every year. And this cluster Ruba is now delivered, so this is the kind of appreciation you can easily achieve in a growing market. And by the time of handover, you can get best price to resell the property and make great gains. Talking about June, which is a semi-detached villa. So June is going to be handed over in next year, in the middle of next year. And already, if you see, those properties were bought at around 3.1 million some 2 years, 6 months back, and now they are being traded at around 4.3 million, which is about 35% gains. And these were smaller 4-bed semi-detached villas with a built-up area of around 3,089 square foot. The one that I discussed in this video, AVENA, they are offering a built-up area almost 700 square foot more than this one in June. So in June also, by the time of handover, which is about 1 year from now, you can expect around 50 to 60% appreciation overall. So again, it would come around 15 to 20% appreciation every year from the time you bought the property from the developer. So from the investment point of view, both the properties are good, but what we are seeing now that the market is shifting more in the 4 to 5 million category, where developers are launching more products in that price category rather than in the 2 to 4 million category. So here you can, on the screen, you can see that a lot more developers are focusing on launching the larger size units, which range between 4 to 5 million, as the market is maturing and the developers are realizing that a lot of people now have more disposable income, they are making more money, a lot of more millionaires are moving to the UAE, and those people who have that kind of income, they want more space, they want more amenities, so that they don't have to compromise on their wants. So now is the time to not only look at just the needs. Maybe you just need the 4-bed corner townhouse, but again, think again. As I said, it's about 200 to 250,000 dirhams more every year. And by the time you get your property, not only you will get the needs, but you will also get the wants, the desires. The desire of living in almost a villa-like property. So the opportunity is here. Emaar has already launched 2 clusters, AVENA and AVENA 2 in Valley's Phase 2. And you can contact me if you would like to consider this property for your family living. So here on the screen you can see the financials and the payment plan. As I said, the starting price is around 4.36 million with an average built-up area of 3,685 square foot, and the minimum plot area is 3,082 square foot, going up to a maximum plot area of almost 5,364 square foot. So these larger plot sizes are the most prime units in the cluster. Most of them will be facing the huge amenities that the Valley Phase 2 is offering. So these units will be having the splendid views, full of greenery and water as well. So the launch has already started. Get in touch with me as soon as possible to discuss whether the regular townhouse property is suitable for you, or you should go for the larger semi-detached villa. This is Ankit from Experience Realty, and I'll see you in the next video.